What's going on, everybody? I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday night. And let's be honest, I'm pissed off after tonight's game. I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all with the performance tonight from the Brooklyn Nets. This team had so many lapses defensively, and this team could not buy a friggin' three-point shot if their life depended on it. This was horrible. This was infuriating tonight, this game. Now they're on a 4-game losing streak, and guess what? Miami is sniffing on your ass right now. They are right behind you. They're only a half game out of the 7th seed in the East. You gave up 33 points. $33 points in the third quarter and 38 points in the second. And I'm sorry. It's time to change this lineup up. Dorian Finney-Smith is not cutting it right now. I know he came into this game tonight with a right wrist contusion. If he's hurt, don't play him too much. Sit him. Because he's not helping this basketball team right now. Shooting threes. And you know who else didn't help them out tonight? Mikal Bridges. And I've been singing the praises of Mikal Bridges the entire time since the Nets got him. He sucked tonight. He had the worst 18-point game tonight for the Nets. 0 for 8 from the three-point line. And that's a common trend right now. You want to know why the Nets lost this game? Because they turned the ball over way too damn much, and they couldn't hit a three-point shot at all. 27% from three. For a team that has been predicated on defense and three-point shooting, and what beat them today? Defense and three-point shooting. The best way for this Nets team to win bit them in the ass this afternoon. This sucked. This really sucked. And the worst part about it, the one thing that has been plaguing this goddamn basketball team this entire time has been rebounding. Guess what? They out-rebounded the Cavs 49-34. They had almost 20 offensive rebounds tonight. 20. And then they couldn't shoot. They couldn't shoot threes. They couldn't defend. And I'm so tired. I'm getting tired of this basketball team. Always getting down by 15, 20 points every single game. And they have to friggin' make comebacks at the end in order to get back in these basketball games. You know what? Shout out to Day'Ron Sharpe and Royce O'Neal. You guys had hell of a games tonight. You guys were the best players on the team tonight. And I'm thinking now, why did you sign Moses Brown if you're not even going to play the kid and you're just going to play Sharpe? I don't, for the life of me, understand what the hell this basketball team is doing with Day'Ron Sharpe. I don't get it. 1 second you're playing him. The next second you're sitting him. Then you're playing him. Then you're sitting him. Playing him. Sitting him. Playing him. Sitting him. There's like no consistency with this kid. I don't get it. He played great. He was your highest scorer tonight. In 20 minutes, he had 20 points and 11 rebounds. If this is what Sharpe is going to give you, for God's sakes, let the kid play. And if you don't think he's going to be able to handle many spurts, you don't think he's going to handle long spurts in these games, sit him then for a little bit. Play him for a certain amount, then you sit him and bring in Claxton. And Claxton didn't do too bad today either. But my God, what happened to Cam Johnson? Cam Johnson, where was he? Except for a little spurt in the fourth quarter where he had a couple of 4 free throws in a row and a 3-point shot. Where was he? Where was Cam Johnson? What the hell happened to Dorian Finney-Smith? Since he had that big game against Denver, the first game in Denver, he has been invisible offensively. Maybe that right wrist is bothering him, where it's affecting his shooting. Because right now, Finney-Smith is not helping this basketball team at all. I talked about it earlier on today. It's time to change this lineup up. Or yesterday. Royce O'Neal needs to be playing in the starting lineup, and he needs to be playing more minutes for Finney-Smith. And you know what? Cam Johnson has been ineffective lately too. The problem is, you got nothing off the bench. Yuta Watanabe, 11 minutes, 0 points. Seth Curry, 10 minutes, 0 points. Joe Harris, 19 minutes, 6 points. If it's not Royce O'Neal consistently, who else is scoring points for you off the bench? Day'Ron Sharpe had a great game today. But before that, Sharpe wasn't even playing. And it looks like Cam Thomas is once again buried on the bench. Like I mentioned, Mikal Bridges was terrible tonight. Or Mikal Bridges was terrible tonight. 0 for 8 from the three-point line. Day'Ron Sharpe had more three-point baskets tonight than Mikal Bridges. Day'Ron Sharpe had more three-point shots than Seth Curry. Let that sink in. He had as many three-point shots and baskets as Dorian Finney-Smith. As many as Spencer Dinwiddie. One less than Cam Johnson. And Royce O'Neal. 23 points Cleveland had. And I know Cleveland's a great defensive team. I know. 16 turnovers tonight by the Nets. 16. And I know they created 14 against Cleveland. 50. You gave up 51% from the court and 48% from the three-point line. You want to know the definition of why this Nets team lost tonight? 48% from the three-point line for Cleveland. 27% from the three-point line for the Nets. 16 turnovers for Cleveland, or for the Nets. 14 turnovers for Cleveland. Nets had one quarter where they scored 30 points. Cleveland had 2. 38 points and 33 points in 2 quarters tonight for Cleveland against a defensive-minded Nets team. And if this team is not playing good defense, and if this team is not making three-point shots, this team isn't winning. And don't let that final score of 115-109 to fool you. This game, they were down by 24 points again. Every single time this Nets team, as of late, gets down by 20, 22, 24 points, and they have to go on a run to get back in the game, and then eventually run out of gas at the end, and they give you a heartbreaking loss. Multiple times they've done this. Against Denver, against Sacramento, and now tonight against Cleveland. And now this team is 39-33, 4-game losing streak, and only lead Miami by a half of game. Guess what? You're going to have to win your next 2 games now. This team had an important 4-game stretch, and you lost the first 2 at home. You have 10 games left in the regular season. 7 of them are at home. 7 of your next 10 are at home. The only road games you have is against Miami, Detroit, and Orlando. Otherwise, you are playing at home most of the rest of the season. You want that 6th seed? Go out there and defend your home court, and you better beat Miami on Saturday. You better beat them. This was an infuriating loss because of how strong and how good they looked at the beginning of the quarter. Passing the ball, facilitating it, getting to their open players. This team was up by 7 after the first quarter. You would have never thought that the Nets were in control of this game at the beginning of the game. And then Cleveland just started making shots, hitting threes, playing good defense, forcing the Nets into bad shots, turning them over. And it's just so ironic that this team that could not rebound to save their lives actually out-rebounded Cleveland by 15. And three-point shooting and defense was their demise. And you know what else hurts? The two former Brooklyn Nets killed them tonight. Jarrett Allen and Caris LeVert makes me sick watching these two guys go out there and destroy the Nets tonight. LeVert had 18 points off the bench, and Allen had 12 points and 14 rebounds. How does that feel, Brooklyn? Donovan Mitchell had 31 points tonight. Evan Mobley, 17. Darius Garland, 17. Cedi Osman killed him with three-point shooting. 4 for 4. Hey, Brooklyn, what a concept. The guy that is a three-point shooter hitting threes. And Jacque Vaughn, it's time to change up this lineup. Okay? Even if you want to have Day'Ron Sharpe, which he should still be on the bench because I'm not benching Claxton at all. Claxton is not the problem. There's some other guys in this lineup that are not cutting it. Dorian Finney-Smith needs to be put on the bench. Cam Johnson needs to be more consistent offensively. He needs to score more and hit his three-point shots. Mikal Bridges cannot go 0 for 8 from the three-point line. And if Seth Curry, Joe Harris, and Yuta Watanabe are going to play, they need to start hitting shots, especially three-point shots, or sit their asses on the bench. Because they provide nothing else in this game besides three-point shooting. And if they aren't going to hit their shots, sit them. Put in Patty Mills. Put in Edmund Sumner. Put in other guys that can hit three-point shots. Put in Cam Thomas. If they're not hitting threes, what use are they? It's just so infuriating that a team that is predicated on defense and three-point shooting has such defensive lapses during these games and lack of three-point shooting consistently. Cam Johnson was invisible most of this game. Dorian Finney-Smith has literally not been able to shoot, period, lately. Mikal Bridges, bless his heart, the dude is trying as much as he can. He was horrible tonight shooting the ball. Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie had a quiet, good game. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 6 of 15 for the field, but he's 1 of 5 from the three-point line. He wasn't good shooting three-point shots. And like I mentioned, if Joe Harris, Seth Curry, and Yuta Watanabe are not hitting threes, why are they playing? Because they can't defend. They can't pass the ball. They're really not good rebounding. They're pretty much, you're wasting minutes on these guys because Jacque Vaughn has a love affair. I've always been a fan of Harris, but this is not cutting it. Seth Curry, the dude is so inconsistent. 20 points one night, 0 points the next. Honestly, besides Royce O'Neal, who the hell on this bench is consistently putting up points? Because I would not be shocked on Thursday if Sharpe ends up doing nothing for this team. Because this is what this bench has been like. This sucks. This sucks. I gotta be honest, this sucks. It really sucks watching this team right now. And goddamn was I way ahead of myself when this team won 3 in a row. After that impressive come from behind victory against Boston a couple of weeks ago, after being down by 20 plus points, and then great road victories against Denver and Minnesota. And now you follow it up with a 4-game losing streak against an Oklahoma City team that you were leading by 14 points and you blew the lead. Against the Sacramento team that you came back, made it close, but couldn't get over the bump. Denver, who you kept it close, once again came back, came up short. And then Cleveland. and what's been the result of every single one of these games. Lack of three-point shooting and defense. Because Jacques Vaughn, and I love you, Jacques Vaughn, you're a great coach. I like you a lot as a coach. But it's time to change up your lineup. Stop being stubborn. It's not working right now. Royce O'Neal and Day'Ron Sharpe earned more minutes. If Finney Smith is not healthy, sit him. Because he's not helping you offensively right now. And get Sharpe more minutes. It's time to change up this lineup because what this team's not doing right now is not working. Please do something. Because I can't take watching this disastrous three-point shooting nights. When you have three-point shooters on your team, like Dinwiddie, like Johnson, like Bridges, like O'Neal, Harris, Watanabe, Curry, Mills, why are you shooting 27% from the three-point line when these are three-point shooters? You have to win 2 in a row now. Sorry. You're going to have to beat Cleveland on Thursday. Because you're only leading Miami now by 7, by half a game. And Atlanta is trailing you by 3. With 10 games to go, 7 at home. Defend your goddamn home court. You want to be taken seriously going to the playoffs? Defend your goddamn home court already. That's my BKN Game Recap. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Give a sub to NYG Jeffy T85. If you're enjoying me ranting about this game tonight, hit that like button. And let me know in the comment section what you thought about this, whatever the hell you want to call it tonight. This disastrous three-point shooting night by the Brooklyn Nets. And lack of defense, too. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Have a great night, everybody. Take it easy. Let's go, Brooklyn Nets. Get it together and play better against Cleveland on Thursday. It's a Nets world, and we're all just living in it.